What's the feeling in the heart that it's here?
I'm just excited. I think that I feel like a huge sense of relief now that it's out there, and it feels like I can no longer like nitpick things and obsess over them. So it's good for it to just kind of be out of my hands now. And I'm excited to give more music to my community. I think that it's a great body of work, if I say so myself, unbiasedly. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel really, really pumped that it's here and that we get to share this moment together. I mean, there's a lot of songs on this album that I wrote when I like wasn't in the best place, and then I feel like it completely gets reframed and the meaning behind the songs gets completely changed when I'm on tour meeting people, and I know that the songs resonate with them, and then when we're looking at each other singing the songs, it's the only thing I really relate to them. I don't really think back to the like bad memories I wrote the songs about. I just think of them, and that's the coolest part.
What was one of the songs that you maybe recorded and you felt like, yeah, this is different right here?
I think after I recorded Bad Enough, I like tweeted, I was like, I just blew my voice out because I was like singing for hours on this song. And I felt like it was a really cool song immediately. Like I left that day and I was like, I love this song. I became immediately obsessed with it. I felt that way about Bittersweet. I felt that way about Make You Mine. I felt that way about honestly all of them. Some of them definitely were more of like a work in progress. Like You're Still Everything had like 30 versions before it was finalized. Same with Nothing at All. But there was definitely a couple that I left that same day and was like, I think I just made something special. I hope.
Yeah, how did it feel to hit that stage, to stand on your power and to bring that song to life?
It was really cool. I've always wanted to do Jimmy Fallon, and that was my first time. And so it was a huge honor. And I'm glad they let me debut that song. I just thought it'd be fun to sing something unreleased, like considering the album is out now. It wasn't then. So I think it was cool to sing something that debuting it there felt like a cool idea. I totally could have done Bittersweet, which like would have probably been the more like promote that song thing, but I was trying to promote the album. So yeah, I'm super excited that they let me do it. And Jimmy's just such a fun person and was just like really cool to me and very friendly, made me feel really comfortable, and I had a great time.
Locket represents what for you emotionally?
I think that it's representative of a keepsake, obviously, and some sort of like memorabilia. And I think that that's how I always look back at my albums and my music is I'm like, okay, whatever I write about at the time being usually is something that I then depart from how I feel most of the time. And I think that that was something that was important going into it, that I wanted to remember that like what I'm going through writing this now, when it's out, I probably won't be going through the same things. And so I feel like a locket metaphorically felt like where this could all be held in a way. And it just felt like this thing that made kind of sense to me. And then it wasn't even going to be the name. And then I was like, no, it makes sense to be the name. I feel like that makes sense.
What were some alternatives?
I never really went down an album name like brainstorm. Gotcha. Once I did, it was Locket. It was always Locket, which honestly I picked it like over a year ago and maybe even more like a year and a half ago. And yeah, I never thought about it though, because I can't really go into a project with an idea first. I kind of, then it like boxes you in and it's not that productive. So I didn't go into it with that. But then once the idea came to me, I was like, I think it's going to be Locket. I actually posted a screenshot of me texting my friend being like, yeah, the tentative album name is Locket. And that was in like 2023, or 2024.
What are the things that are, feel so important to you? If not all of them, but like, yeah.
It's definitely everything, unfortunately, for me, which just means that like I'm very overextended and like in every conversation that goes on, and even down to like my tour poster, like the aesthetic of that and the colors of it and the font and the sizing, like it's all so important to me. And I just think that I'm a bit crazy when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I get really obsessed, like music videos and the color of it and, the cover arts and stuff. The cover art for the album actually is a still from a video. Like it's not even a photo because we shot a lot of like what was supposed to be the cover photos. And then nothing was like connecting with me for the album artwork. Things worked for like the inside of the vinyl and whatnot, but nothing really pulled on my heartstrings for the actual main cover. And then I was like, let's do another shoot, but I think we should shoot it on film and it should be a video, because I always feel like when I pull stills from videos, they look better than photos. I don't know what that is, but I always have felt that way. So we just shot a bunch of video footage of me kind of posing and doing, things with the locket that were different and whatnot. And then we pulled that still. And yeah, it's just like, I guess it's like a reminder that I listen to myself, and I definitely try to trust my gut and my intuition. And when I know something's like the photos weren't right, you know, even if people were like, no, this could work and it could be great. I'm like, it's not doing it for me. I have to trust myself. And I think it's good to get that affirmed for sure.
Butterflies, they're still there, but do those make you feel human? You know what I mean? That you are nervous and ready to go. And once you're on the stage and they're released, you're like, I'm in my space.
For sure. I mean, usually on tour, like if I am nervous prior to the show, by the first song, it's gone and I'm okay. But yeah, I guess it's just like I feel like my nerves come more so from like the own pressure that I put on myself and probably just knowing, you know, what it took for these fans to show up to the shows and wanting to really put on the best show for them. And then I kind of like trip myself up wanting to be perfect and wanting nothing to go wrong. But like, that's not the truth of show business. And that's not the truth of putting on a live concert. Things go wrong, exactly, or be a human. And so I think that like letting go of that has been really helpful for me, like not having to be like, oh, it has to be perfect or then it's bad. So that's helped me, but I just want to put on the best show for them, obviously. And I am very aware of like everything it takes to get to a concert, whether it's like buying the tickets and then waiting and then planning an outfit and then calling your car and then making plans with your friends to go. Like there's a lot that goes into it. And I'm very thankful for all of that. And it's not something that I overlook. So I just, you know, the nerves come from just wanting to put my best foot forward for them.
I don't know if I'll ever have a key to the locket, but you'll have a key to Maxwell's house, I promise.
Love you. Thank you. You're the best.
Madison Beer, ladies and gentlemen. Round of
Thank
applause,
you.
y'all.